Without further ado, Top 16 is ultimate. This ultra first attack number 3. Putting Daisy. Hacking some percent. Gonna have to use a lot of more pressure, according to. See how XL0 can actually get through defenses.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh man, that's pretty loud. Hold on. Okay. Gotta raise the game volume a little bit.
So we're seeing this is a pretty even game so far. XL0 grabbing the ledge, trying to reset the neutral, but you know, the spacing and the different projectiles that Palutena has at her disposal is going to make it a lot more difficult. Xeon trying to approach a little bit more, using the Nair to actually get him off stage. Explosive Flame not being effective, 118%, 123% now. And that's a back air for the first stock of the game of this Top 16. First attack, road to first attack number 3. I am joined currently by Zombit.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just tweaking a few things. I'm surprised to see Xeon using Palutena. I thought he was just taking most of the Yoshi, but I'd heard he had Palutena for like eking specifically. But it's just, you know, surprised to see him pull him out against like XL0.
It could be also the Daisy and Peach matchup in itself that can be a little bit more difficult. And he's been using Snake and Bracket as well. And now to my right, we're gonna see the all reliable of the Smash BR scene, especially on commentating. Here is Lo Quan, currently signing in. And we are on.
Yo, what's up?
This is Lo Quan, everybody. Everybody give him a round of applause.
One only.
The one and only Lo Quan. Here is Top 16 quarters finals.
Nah, I'm not in the top 16. They are.
Exactly, but you're commentating, so technically you are.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
Exactly.
Either way, we were seeing Xeon's Palutena in tournament. I don't know how many times we've seen it. I know he's been practicing the character a lot, so.
Well, this is the first time I actually see him in bracket, and it's good to have him know that in good shape. He's got to top 16 so far. Let's see if he can defeat XL0 to actually get further in the bracket. And we see the Mixer Saturn actually going up for Daisy, not quite being that effective. Edge guarding with the turnips is pretty good so far.
Yeah, and he's been able to keep that Mr. Saturn away from Daisy there, but he lost it at that particular moment. Either way, XL0 keeping the pace here in this match.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was a fair that knocked out the first stock. Let's see if XL0 can win himself this first game. An advantage is always important, especially with a player of Xeon's caliber.
He was trying to start those insanely cube combos, right? Especially trying to set it up with turnips as well. I want to see if he can get them further on in this tournament trip as well.
DI mix-ups, not connecting with the back air off the grab, but XL0 is pretty much dominating the entire stage, taking advantage of Palutena's bad disadvantage. Toad, it's not exactly the best counter in the world, but you know, it is effective, trying to push him a little bit farther. That's a back air, and it takes it. It's pretty even so far, Lo Quan.
Yeah, definitely, and I mean, I was a bit late to the set, right, so still trying to get used to seeing what those peculiarities are between these two players, right? And Smashville is one of those interesting stages, right, because that lone platform at the top, it allows a little bit more movement for Palutena, right, with those up B cancels, and kind of can get interesting movement. And I've noticed he's been trying to use that in a way, but it hasn't been that successful.
And Smash Bros. Is actually one of the smallest stages in Smash Bros. Ultimate as well, so it does give a certain advantage to XL0's aggressive playstyle. Now we see Palutena actually being in 140, whereas XL0 sitting comfortable so far, 56%, not quite getting the punish. Down tilt.
I was actually talking about that earlier with Craven, that it's pretty difficult in this game to actually whiff punish. That Nair, of course, sealing the game there for XL0. But we saw there was a weird exchange, right? Like XL0 did a smash attack, then Palutena tried to answer back with her own, smash attack, and still XL0 wasn't able to whip punish.
One more win for XL0 and he moves on. This is best of 3 until we get to winners, finals, losers, finals, and grand finals, of course, which would be a best of 5. One more win and XL0 advances while Xeon will sit comfortably in the losers bracket.
Yeah, and it seems, I don't know, has he been having... Excuse me. Have you been seeing the matches before we got into the top 16?
I've seen a few. It's been a pretty good tournament so far. Seen a couple of players stepping up to the plate.
I'd have to say, it's going to be a very interesting top 16. Negi, especially after those refit trainer buffs, is even more of a threat, I would say, this tournament. So, a player to watch out for. But here, back into Exo's. Oh, okay.
Using those combos right there.
Yeah, no, an incredible combo there, especially with that drag down up air. Kept the ball rolling for XL0.
And catching the recovery with the Nair as well, going just a little bit of down the ledge just to make sure that you can hit it with the Nair and actually get a good punish out of it. A good 67% done by XL0. Let's see how Xeon can capitalize, but XL0 is just dominating the stage completely, trying to make sure that it stays right closer to the ledge.
Yeah, of course. It's been difficult, actually, I would say, for in the last match, right? Not in this one. Maybe at the start for Xeon to actually get in on Daisy, right? This pressure of aerials from XL0 was making it a little bit difficult. Either way, what do you think he would have to do a little differently? So, you know, try to get more stage control, even though he's been actually doing quite a good job here and also securing the stock.
That was a very good up air by Xeon as well. And Pokemon Stadium 2 actually gives him a lot more freedom to move around and make sure he actually backs off XL0, right? You don't want to win. You don't want to go face to face with XL0, especially one of the best players and one of the most aggressive players in the game that we have right now. But those multiple fares just going across the stage, and XL0 retaliates, but not quite taking the stock just yet. Xeon is actually slowly but surely figuring out what he has to do, trying to go for... Ooh, XL0 punishes with a fair as well.
Either way, again, we see a complete opposite of the last game, correct?
Ooh!
And that smash attack,
and that was before smash.
Yeah.
Even more opposite than before, Laquan. And that's a stock. XL0 needs to step it up a little bit more, maybe get a little bit more patient in regards to the movements that he is making.
And it's been interesting how Xeon hasn't been able to let XL0 actually fall down back into the stage that much. He's been getting a lot of damage, actually following his trajectory, right? Getting his spares and his aerials, and that recovery, I'm going to read it too and get an up smash in.
Yeah, this is pretty much how the last two stocks went. Reading the aggressive playstyle of XL0, and he knows he's going to press a button, and he punishes accordingly. We saw it with the forward smash. Let's take the second stock. We saw it with the up smash. Try to take the last stock, so maybe XL0 might want to dial down on that aggressive playstyle. Maybe try to pick the poison jab a little bit before entering completely.
Right, but here, honestly, what's shown the most, I would say, from the last match was how Xeon was able to keep XL0 in the disadvantage. That was pretty much the game sealer, truly, because if you're able to keep your opponent from landing, you're just gonna have so much stage control, especially from, honestly, control of the whole match, really, in that, as we saw.
Nair loops taking XL0 to 40%, and he retaliates with a combo of his own, taking Palutena up to 60%. A little bit of zoning here and there, just try to make sure that XL0 does not get something going, but it's not quite working so far. It's even exchanges between these two players so far in the neutral, and we see the grab.
Oh, okay. Either way, you know, Battlefield is one of those interesting stages that Palutena can also use to make some very interesting movements. Of course, this was XL0's counterpick, so why do you think he went to this stage in particular after having that last match in Pokemon Stadium?
I'm thinking that the shorter stages that have been stroked. It was
beneficial.
Yeah, Yeah, the shorter stages were actually going to be beneficial for XL0, so I'm pretty sure that just Xeon makes sure that they weren't available for him to pick them, so Battlefield would be the next best thing.
That down air missed by like a hair. That
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, you were saying.
Well, the other stages might have been already eliminated for Xeon, and the counter pick that was left that was actually beneficial for XL0 would have been Battlefield as well. The platforms actually give him more movement just to make sure he tries to escape as much as possible. But we see Xeon is actually not letting up in regards to what you mentioned, Doria, to covering the landings of XL0 and making sure he's not comfortable and set up a rhythm, the same rhythm that we actually had in the first game.
Yeah, but in this case, XL0 has been able to find a little bit more openings, right? I think those additional platforms have been allowing him to actually find those landings a little bit more comfortably, which was an issue in the last game, as we've been talking about, right? And I think that's what has been able to maintain this a little bit more even, actually even in this case, as compared to before.
Edge guarding situation. Oh, uses the turn to actually get him out, recovers. Oh, he misses the grab, throws him upward. Downward.
That was
uses
a down throw, but like
it was down throw. That was
the angle was like very
steep upward. Yes, it was
vertical.
very vertical. Yes. Laquan with the words of Sunday. Hip attack is not connecting the shield, but not quite gonna do anything about it. 129 to 108. That's a forward tilt by Xeon. The edge guard situation. Oh, hits with the last hit of the Nair to actually take the stock. XL0 is looking in trouble right now.
Yeah,
Nair
this is
loops.
going to be a lot. Oh, okay, the platform actually saving him. It would have been a lot of damage because he got that Nair, but from the backside. So XL0 would be internal to Xeon's hurt box on Palutena. So the combo with Nair would have kept on going.
And XL0 covers the ledge twice with the Nair, actually trying to get him space out. We see Palutena in disadvantage once again. That's a stock right there. It's a pretty even game so far. Tries to throw for an explosive flame. A Nair. These two people are actually going back and forth. Not going to connect with those jabs and hits him. Oh, tries to combo it down. Not quite going to get there.
Yeah, unfortunately not able to turn around that with that down tilt. And
66% to 18% so far. Actually goes for the down throw and another down throw for the measure. Hard read.
Yeah, no, that was what I was going to mention as well. Like, he actually opted to not go for aerials because maybe he noticed he wasn't landing them as much, and he went, okay, let me try to read the other options he's been doing, like trying to land.
Oh, XL0 is in trouble, but not quite going to get it. But that's a back air and the stock, so Xeon takes it 2-1.
And really close games, as we were talking about. And really good exchanges also, even in the counter pick stages, right? Like, just on that sense of